Alrighty, welcome back to Jacob V Weekly. Long time no see, October 21st, live from Siesta Key, Sarasota, Florida. Family vacation. And it's a doozy, let me tell you. It is a doozer, sister. I'm here. Currently, John is here, but I told him he didn't have to say anything because we're going to go to the Oyster Bar after this. I just need a warm body in the room. Oh, Lord. I mean, let's just recap the trip so far. Flew in a fucking Pringle can full of farts yesterday morning. A bunch of troglodytes on Southwest. I think I'm done with Southwest after this trip. I don't think I can commit any more funds to that enterprise. It's just an Airbus. I couldn't even finish John Wick. Oh, weather's lovely, chilly. The water smells like sewage, but it's lovely. The sand is like cake flour beneath my toes. I had a baked potato full of shrimp for breakfast. And John had a merchant copy in his salad. Had a little nibble of receipt in the salad. I got a tank top that was too small, and I wore it to the beach. Whew. Kevin Spacey's off the hook. Did you hear that? Yeah, found not liable for I think battery and some kind of assault. We started the trip with 12 bottles of Diet Coke, and that was not enough. Did we just fly here yesterday? Yeah. So I drank 12 Diet Cokes before this afternoon. I don't think she had a one. Tina introduced me to the policeman that stopped you. Me and John are listening to Trapped in the Closet in 5-minute increments. I'm trying to get it over with because it's kind of like The Ring. It's kind of like Hellraiser last night. Once you start the sequences on the box,
you can't stop.
You have to finish the whole thing, and somebody has to have an audience with God before you can be at rest. And that's what happens when, I spent a whole morning recently navigating our nation's healthcare system. We're fucked. I've been doubly insured twice before. That's how scared I've been of the healthcare system. There was a time in my life where I had 2 full coverage policies on the same body. I didn't even know that was legal. Does that sound legal?
It's legal.
I was double dipping. It's my money. I need it now. Got me that CPAP for free. They wanted $500. I was like, not today, Satan. I'm seeing a lot of people in masks again as we approach fall, winter, colder times. But as an immunocompromised person, I went ahead and got that Israeli booster number 4. So I don't really want to go back to mask town, but it makes sense. I mean, maybe we should have been wearing masks every flu season. Always before, especially you filthy fuckers in the kitchen. Mask up. I don't need you fucking breathing on my receipt salad. John, have you seen Madonna on the TikTok lately?
No.
It's not good. I'm worried about her.
What's she doing?
She's just got that hard pelvis that she just is like always forcing into the camera. And now she's 78 years old. And she's on TikTok, I think, trying to assimilate into youth culture. But it just comes across as kind of sad. She looks like a raw chicken. Oh, Johnny Depp is dating his married lawyer from the UK defamation trial. I didn't realize that trial was in the UK. Were there separate trials? That's crazy. You fell asleep like 20 minutes into the new Hellraiser. It was about halfway through? I thought you got fed up with us talking through the whole thing. We were like doing Mystery Science Theater, like without knowing it. We were just like, what is that? What is she going to do? And none of us had seen the movie. So it wasn't like there was an authority figure. That's one of those bar cars. Did you hear that? The trolley. People get drunk on the trolley. The party thing is weird around here because I'll hear a party popping off like over there. And then it'll just be gone. Like it's silent. Oh, when we walked down to the beach earlier, me and Sam and I, there was something going on, and then when we came back, it was gone. It was done. I don't know. We're on the deck of a lovely... Is this a Verbo?
I think it's Home Away.
Home Away. Home Away's expensive.
This place wasn't cheap.
This place was not cheap. We are on the first floor of a 3-floor building. There's families above us in the other 2 floors, and we have more cars than them, and we're on the ground floor, and we're filling up the dumpsters with Diet Coke. So we're the assholes on the block this week. And I wouldn't have it any other way. We were talking in the airport yesterday, me and Sam and I, that I don't think I can fly commercial again after this.
Just private jets from here on.
I mean, I don't know what else we would do. I think we need to develop that in a more private experience, you know what I mean, in flight, because what I did yesterday is not okay with me, and I'm going to have to do it one more time to get home, but once I'm home,
But private from here on.
I just don't know that I could do it. I don't enjoy the ocean enough that many other experiences I could do in my central corridor. Like I will not drive to Florida. That's for damn sure. I've done that before. Worst vacation of my life. We were really worried about the cannabis laws coming down. Obviously couldn't bring anything. Being a Missouri patient, I was hoping I could, link up, but we got the plug, and we were also worried it was going to be like throttled, like 13% Reggie or some shit. And luckily it's normal. It's normal stuff, but we're going to run out way ahead of schedule, that's for sure. We could only get like a quarter ounce.
Quarter for 100.
Yeah, oh yeah, we got rolled for a Benji for a quarter. Sweet. I feel like I'm in high school all over again. Oh, Lord Jesus. I'm trying not to be too loud because I feel like there's people in the building. We're outside, though. It's probably fine. John, if you're getting a divorce, does your ex have a right to nude photos produced during the marriage? This is a story that I read, that a woman is in court because her husband wants nude photos that they had professionally done, like boudoir photos, while they were married. He wants them, and they're getting divorced, and she doesn't want him to have them, but he wants them.
Depends on who paid for it.
Well, they did as the estate.
They split them 50-50.
I mean, it came out of their joint checking.
Yeah, 50-50.
50-50, huh? Mike Parsons not going to offer mass pardons for marijuana offenses like many of the other governors in the state. Goes to show you. We're not. You know what? That's why we're not there. We got a lovely tin of mints today that said "Make America Florida Again." Ron DeSantis. Is that him? DeSantis here? It's a different world down here. Coolio died, John. We lost Coolio. Are you watching a TikTok on my podcast? You didn't know. You didn't mean.
I'm not on the podcast.
That's true. Yeah, Coolio. I keep saying 90s rapper. He wasn't 90. He was 59. That's kind of young. Probably not to him. He probably thought that was a good run. I scared the shit out of Keenan the other day.
Doing what?
I called Keenan at work, and she didn't answer because she was in a meeting, so I just texted her, "Angela's dead." And she called me freaking out, not knowing which Angela I meant. And I never call my wife at work. But it was Angela Lansbury.
Who the fuck is that?
Angela Lansbury, screen and Broadway icon, dead at 96. The actress was perhaps best known for playing dauntless mystery novelist Jessica Fletcher on CBS's Murder, She Wrote. She was also in Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, which is a movie you guys may have watched as children.
I think that was more of a Keenan movie.
Murder, She Wrote. You would recognize Angela Lansbury, but I felt like my wife had to know, so immediately I must have been baked out of my mind because I was like, Keenan, Angela died. Well, I'm just vibing to the crickets out here. John, do you like my new ankle bracelet? It's on my wrist because that's where it fits.
It's beautiful.
I think we're gonna pod every day while we're here. We're gonna get settled into the vibes. We're just setting up. We are bevved up. We got Liquid Death. We got 36 Diet Cokes, probably closer to 30 by now. We got salami sandwiches, pre-assembled from the store. Publix down here is lovely. We were at the Publix today. It kind of looked just like a Schnucks.
South City Schnucks.
It looked just like an old Schnucks, like Grosso Plaza. And Publix. The food seemed fine. Was the Why'd you choose to patty out the burgers individually?
Was I just gonna grill an entire chunk?
No, I didn't know if you were going to buy patties that were already done up. You bought...
Cheaper if you buy the package.
Is it fresher that way?
Probably not.
Probably.
About the same.
Same shit. It's just cheaper.
It's cheaper.
And you don't mind doing it. I'm just like, because I feel like we always make you cook, so I didn't want to necessarily, force you into any kind of slave labor.
It's my life.
It's my life. Don't you forget.
Everyone, welcome to the room now. Sam Priestley.
It never ends.
I'm going to go get him in a Bud Light seltzer. You need anything?
Oh, no, I'm DC'd up right now. Sam's back. Sam, how did you like the most recent Hellraiser that we just watched last night?
It was good.
We talked about it briefly, so I just wanted to deal you in.
It was good. I mean, fuckers fell asleep.
I know. He
So
watched
you
like the
know
first
shit.
half, he claims.
I don't know. If you want, my take is like I enjoyed the practical effects on the demons
Yeah,
and
I like
stuff.
that a lot. The Cenobites.
Yeah, but they tried to make
Cenobites.
it, and they should have just leaned full into the hellscape horror side. Of the
That's the
story,
thing. They must
not
have.
the fucking dog shit.
I felt like they were saving money
Die.
on the actual environment changes when the Cenobites would show up. It could. Well, it's like.
But they also built a fucking mansion with a mechanical cage around it.
Yeah, like maybe it went there into the practical effects, and it was just like they just kind of like opened like the wall and came out. It wasn't like very hellish of them.
Right.
This doesn't have to be super long because we're gonna do several. We're gonna do one a day, I think. So if we can get to, if we could start the week.
Hellraiser for an hour.
I just don't know that. I don't know that that's what I want.
But I'm not. I don't know much about the lore, frankly, so I couldn't really.
Well, that's the thing
during
is
the
I've
hour,
never
I was
seen the
just talking
original,
about things.
so I don't have a
That's
comparison.
what we're doing tonight.
We're gonna watch the original later.
The original is just bad.
Really?
But
Just-
is it bad in an 80s horror movie way, or is
No,
it just
it's
bad?
an hour and a half of torture porn.
But so was that.
It was very gruesome, and to the point where you could tell that was sort of the point, that they had to make sure they were as gruesome as the original, because like the peeling of the skin, I just can't.
That was rough when the hooks came in and the flesh was being torn. I didn't enjoy that.
Did anybody get ripped into little pieces?
So one of them was split into a bunch.
They
of little
vaporized that
pieces.
one guy, yeah.
Well, no, because she stabbed the chatterer guy with the
guy with the teeth. She stabbed
and then he
him
just,
with the box.
accepted his fate, and the chains came and then ripped them into like 4 pieces.
The Cenobite got to... Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
because if you draw blood.
Yeah. And then they were like, oh shit, let's kill another one of these weirdos. And then shit started hitting the fan. Do you want to know the twist?
What's the twist?
Trevor was working for the rich guy the whole time.
But the rich guy was alive
because
the whole
the
time.
rich guy had continued, had done his sacrifices, and he chose the pleasure
Sensation
pathway.
is what it was called. And so he had this
Sensation,
torture
yeah.
device embedded in his sternum.
Yeah, because to like the demons or whatever, that's like infinite
Ultimate
pleasure.
sensation is like
this machine
infinite pain.
tugging on your
I've seen the
tendons.
episode of Rick and Morty.
Sure. So he wants Trevor to have 5 more sacrifices so he can parlay with the demons again and get that thing removed.
Yeah.
So then he chooses the path of power, and then he gets sucked up into
And
that
he becomes
giant,
like the god of the
geometric
Cenobites.
pyramid thing, and then he's in this ethereal space, crucified, and
Yeah.
then he turns into one of like the
On
demons
like a-
or whatever.
like a scarab
He gets
beetle
his
looking
like
thing.
the skin of his mouth peeled back, and like it's all, yeah.
Which I'm assuming also has to be an homage to one of the Cenobites from
Yeah.
Right? It sounds when they were saying
really?
it was like it felt like they were, and I haven't seen it, but it felt like they were revealing that he's going to be that guy now, whoever that guy was in the original. I did like,
but there's a timeline conflict there.
Pinhead was kind of hot in this one.
Well, I was thinking about.
I called him Pincushion. Pincushion would be me.
I think wasn't everyone hot in the '80s one too?
No, but he was more of like a
more masculine.
Yeah.
Less of
a big towering man.
It was like a sub.
This Hellraiser looked like Kevin Aviance, like that. You know that gay DJ I watch on Sundays. Remember when I was sharing that during COVID? He would DJ from his apartment.
No,
skinny broad.
He's real skinny black guy, bald head.
Sure.
And always wears a beautiful lipstick and full eye makeup. And so Hellraiser had a great lip. Hellraiser's lip was not Hellraiser. Pincushion. What's his name?
Pinhead.
Pinhead had a lovely dark lip tone and a very smooth, symmetrical face, and great cheekbones. Very Kevin Aviance.
You wanted to graze it, right?
Yeah, I mean the pins. I'm not. Yeah, but it was. It looked nice. Kind of reminded me of the blue lady from. I almost said Eiffel 65, but I meant The Fifth Element. Remember the opera singer? That was my favorite part of that movie.
What's your second favorite part of that?
Spoiler alert, they shot the opera lady.
Isn't The Fifth Element just Die Hard in space?
That sounds fun.
Yeah, but there was no live music in Die Hard. It's the only thing I don't like about that movie. Live music in Siesta Key sucks. We were walking down... What was that? Is that Beach Boulevard we were walking down today? God, we got the most rickety-crickety grinder from a veteran-operated head shop here in Sarasota.
Does it rickety-cricket when you were doing that shit?
I don't know exactly what you were doing that I wasn't doing. I was just kind of going side to side. I wasn't really forcing it down as much once I had it closed.
Oh, that's probably...
You were probably forcing it.
That's what I'm doing.
What are you listening to? Trapped in the closet. Pull out my Beretta. Now he's opening the door. It's Rosie the nosy neighbor.
What's she doing in the story?
She bangs on the door when they're all fighting and they don't know who it is, and so they're all going to shoot her, but it's just some old lady with a spatula.
And she's looking to intervene.
Well, she just didn't know what was going on because they shot a gun off in the house. I keep thinking about that. There's the part where the Chuck says that him and Rufus are going to get married, and then R. Kelly shoots his gun in the apartment. He's like, I draw the line at the concept of two men getting married. I have to shoot my gun in the house.
Well, cause, he couldn't speak a tale about gay people because then people will call him gay.
But that whole thing is like at the end everyone has AIDS. Like chapter 20 is like everyone finds out they have AIDS.
Is that true?
I'm not joking. We'll have to.
We'll get to that.
It's 1 through 36.
I don't know how many.
There's 36. I thought it was 10.
No, so it's 1 through 12. 1 through 12 is what's on Spotify.
Again, he couldn't read or write.
And I like to think that he was just like in the booth making it all up as he went.
Absolutely. Well, I'm sure there was a lot of stoppages. Like, oh fuck, wait, let me think.
They spent $3 million on the first 22 chapters.
Why?
So there's 33 chapters.
Jake, I fucked this up big time.
What, the grinder?
Yeah, I don't love it.
Trapped in the closet.
There we go. Now we're cooking.
The series tells the story of a one-night stand that sets off a chain of events gradually revealing a greater web of lies, sex, and deceit. The music follows a distinct E major pattern, and most chapters feature the same melodic theme. It's 33 chapters of the same song.
How many minutes in total?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
The first 5 chapters originally appeared as the final tracks on Kelly's album TP3 Reloaded. He wrote and produced all 5 chapters, and they were recorded by Andy Gallus. The first chapter was released as the lead single from the album in 2005 by Jive Records. Kelly and Jive Records promoted the songs by releasing each of the first 5 chapters to radio stations one at a time.
That is fascinating. So you would have been, on your commute from work.
Oh, so
getting this story
2005.
every day.
I was in 8th grade.
Uh-huh. I was 3 years old.
Nearly 2 years later, in August 2007, Kelly and Jive released 10 more chapters on another Trapped in the Closet DVD. In December 2007, the first 22 chapters were released in a DVD entitled "The Big Package," and the package is what they call AIDS.
Okay.
In the narrative.
What is the video series? What is it called?
Trapped in the Closet.
Trapped in the Closet. Well, right, but
They have a music video for the whole thing.
Yeah, every chapter has a video. Chapters 1 through 12, which is what's on Spotify, is 43 minutes. Chapters 13 through 22 are 48 minutes. And then the next installment was 42 minutes.
So it's on YouTube Movies to buy. How do you charge for anything R. Kelly is a part of?
I don't think he's making much of that money.
Well, it should be public domain, I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure the victims.
You don't know that. You're making that up. That would be justice,
to
but
be a
that's not
settlement.
happening. No, not if he doesn't own most of the
For
publishing.
Trapped in the Closet? I don't know. I'm
It
just
was
saying, there should be a copy in my public
distributed by-
library. That's all I'm saying.
Directed by... Who's Jim Swafield? Because Jim directed...
He's probably getting
I bet you Jim's
dividends
fine.
or whatever. What do they call it in
So
Hollywood?
Trapped in the Closet started as one song, where he was setting that stuff up. Wow. Cannot Kick It.
No.
That's a song that
Yeah,
this guy
that's it.
directed. The video for it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get that.
He
I'm
also
saying you can't.
he also did "I'm Outstanding" by Shaquille O'Neal on Shaq Diesel.
Whatever.
Where can we watch? Where can we watch? Because I'm not buying a DVD. I'll tell you that for nothing.
What
I
is
have the
your
first
favorite
19
Shaq
chapters.
song, though?
I like the one he did with Aaron Carter.
Was this recently?
No, when Aaron Carter was a kid. You can listen to it on Spotify, but I want to watch the motherfucker. Anyway. So that's been all weekend.
Well, I'm
Every
saying-
10 minutes, one of us screams, "I pull out my Beretta."
That's a good one. It's a good line. It made me laugh.
Almost 50% of all marriages in the United States will end in divorce or separation. Researchers estimate that 41% of first marriages will lead to divorce. I bet if
That
you looked
sounds
at the
about
bell
right.
curve of intelligence or a bell curve of professional success or whatever, those numbers would transfer over into the idea that 50 to 60% of people that get divorced should not have executed that marriage in the first place. Don't you think?
You've got millions of people that have this fucking American idea of living a fucking life, and that includes getting married in your 20s.
Why are you so mad?
I'm just saying that's why it is, and then you realize you fucked up 10 years later, and then there's a downward.
It's the same
spiral
thing
from
that I
there.
struggle with society. I think if you look at what's going on now, it would make total sense to me if you said 60% of everything across the board fails 60% of the time. 60% of everything we do in our
Except
society
for oil pumps.
out in public seems to fail.
Like what?
Everything. Oh my god, have you been to McDonald's lately? John won't take me to McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's in 2 days.
I hate the McDonald's situation is a rough one. Because every single time I fucking go, it's not there, and I'm pulling up.
I don't know if we talked about this
literally-
on the show yet.
I'm pulling up literally at 7:45. I get cut early from work. And I'm like,
and that one
shit.
closes way early over there.
I went to the one on Hampton, right off the 44 exit.
Oh, no,
ramp.
you don't bother.
Gone.
Don't bother.
7:45 p.m. It's a fucking McDonald's, and then I went to my boy.
Because
the one on
nobody will come
Hampton,
in for
and
the
it's
night
closed,
shift,
too.
and so then the people from the day shift leave when they're supposed to leave, and they just lock the doors. I see it happen all the time. The other day, I was sitting at the Chippewa location, Hampton Village, my home store, and I looked to my right. I'm sitting at the speaker box. Nobody's saying anything. All the lights are on, but I haven't seen anybody move inside.
No, that's the fucking trick. Is the
And then-
lights are always on.
And then I look at the
drive-thru.
bus stop, and it's full of McDonald's employees waiting for the bus, and nobody's in the McDonald's.
I think you need to cut that.
What? No, literally, they were wearing their
that's the
uniforms,
situation.
John. They all got off work, and they went and sat in the bus stop to catch the bus to go home. There were like 5 of them, and nobody was in the McDonald's. Are you saying I'm saying like a negative thing?
Never mind.
That was really what happened.
You did something there, John Priestley. That's all I'm saying.
You're saying, you took it as I was saying there's
Yeah.
5 people on the bus stop who could have just been working at McDonald's instead of waiting for the bus. That's not what I meant. What I meant is they were actually in uniform.
Well, now it's just spiraled. basically, I just want a fucking McDouble whenever.
That's your move, the McDouble?
Yes.
Your dad was trying to say earlier that he couldn't finish a McDouble because he thought I meant the QPC, the double QPC.
Oh. The double QPC is big. It's a big
Right,
bowl.
that one I wouldn't blame you for not finishing. I would finish mine, probably have I've had 2 before.
My
Half
Bacon
pound?
King was like, it was like a half a pound of meat.
That thing was delicious. I was talking mad shit
It
on
was a
Burger King
saucy
until I had
boy.
that one bite of that burger. It was delicious. We had burgers again today. No burgers tomorrow.
I'm okay with that.
Burgers are off the menu.
For some reason, when I was eating that burger, I was
And
like,
don't
I
let me
didn't
get
eat
another
one
shrimp
yesterday, right?
baked potato. Make me try something else. The crab cake was nice.
I found a lot of good restaurants that we could go to, but they're all $3 signs.
Well,
Not sure if every.
fuck them. What do we... Oh, yeah, because, we're in a $2 sign chalet here right now, beachfront.
This thing wasn't cheap.
I'm telling you that the restaurants aren't going to be cheap. We're not cheap. We are done flying commercial after this.
Private jets are $1,500 to $3,000 for a small one per hour.
Oh, it only took us a couple hours to get here.
Great. Okay,
Great.
well, potentially $6,000.
Can you hear me that hustle butter? I gotta do my ears.
I mean, we could fly a different airline and go first class for less money than that.
Okay, can we try that before we... I don't want to be in the airport, though, is
How
the
about
thing.
we save
I
up the
wanna-
money that we would spend on a family vacation every year and then go to space when we're all 40?
How about we spend all this money on...
We haven't been on a family vacation in 16 years.
Yeah, so
We
let's
haven't
give it
saved
another
60.
40
Well,
and
that's
then
not
we'll
true.
go to fucking
That's
space.
not true. I think the Innsbruck stuff counts. Just because you guys own that doesn't mean it's not quality family vacationing.
That's exactly what I mean.
More vacationing than we get.
Quarantine ruined that as a family vacation spot.
You ruined
I
it.
loved it. I
I
ruined
did.
it?
No. I actually, yeah.
I love it.
No, we just shouldn't all be in a confined space.
Well, that's the thing that makes it hard, is like you want to believe that you can experience a mass amount of quality time without any resistance or awkwardness or challenges, and that's just not true. But I think it'll be a net positive.
I think we should all take advantage of our freedom while we're here. Split up a little bit more often.
That's what I'm saying. I think literally every single one of us is used to having alone time, and now we're
Well,
just
I
not
smoke
getting any.
way more weed and drink way more Diet Coke when I'm home. That's for sure.
You drink more Diet Coke when you're home?
Oh, it's constant. It's been pretty
There you
constant
go.
Just drink some water.
since I knew.
Drink some water, you stupid bitch.
I had
love
3
you
bottles
so
of water
much.
today.
3
But
12
Diet
ounce
Coke is
bottles
the
of water?
poison of the world.
What is?
Diet Coke.
Listen, guys, it's the worst thing I do. It's the worst thing I do.
Yeah, but that one you could
I
so
haven't
easily
even been-
cut it out, dude.
I haven't even done mushrooms in like a year.
Literally,
That's not bad.
get your 64-ounce coldest bottle and keep that at your fucking hip.
That's in
and
my basement,
I swear to God, a month after you change that, you're not going to want to drink anything else. That's literally what happened to me. And soda kind of disgusts me now.
This isn't soda. This is Diet Coke. Okay.
Are you fucking shitting me right
The
now?
most successful men in the world drink Diet Coke.
Absolutely, that is not true.
Absolutely. Donald Trump, Mick Jagger.
Those are not
Look
successful
at-
people.
Where are
Tom
you setting
Segura.
the bar for a
You
perfectly
literally,
healthy
just
human being?
set the bar, and it is so fucking low.
I just
Tom
have to do
Segura,
as well
Donald
as them.
Trump, and what was the other one?
Mick Jagger.
Mick
Jagger loves Diet
Great.
Coke, and he just screams Diet Coke, and people bring him Diet Coke. And I'm not saying that's what I want. I get my own Diet Coke. I don't mind fetching it. I save so much money on liquor.
Drink all the Diet Coke that you like.
I lost 40 pounds since I quit drinking.
Didn't you quit drinking like 3-4 years ago?
17 years ago, but I finally lost the weight. No, I quit drinking when COVID started, but I really haven't exercised at all.
I mean,
And just that I could
well,
eradicate.
you're on your feet quite a bit.
Yeah, and I've been gigging a lot.
If you literally if you cut out the Diet Cokes, you'll lose even more weight.
I don't think the Diet Coke. Why is the Diet Coke bad for my weight?
Dude, I have no idea, but it's got to go somewhere.
It comes out. It comes right back
Every
out.
single ounce of it.
Probably not. I guess brown. It does not come out brown. So where does the brown go?
The brown gets soaked up in your fucking stomach. I don't know. 40 milligrams of sodium.
It's salt
That
water.
sounds like a lot of sodium.
It's good for you.
It's a percentage for the day at 40 milligrams.
There you go. So how many?
I'm gonna guess 18% of your daily intake.
And then, were they like? This is nuts. It's a 0 everywhere but sodium.
It's all that's in it.
That's concerning.
Have you seen?
That's not what something is supposed to have.
When
on
they've
the
done
fucking
autopsies on people that like exclusively drank diet soda, it
No.
like preserves your organs. Like they've been sitting in what is it, formaldehyde?
Mm-hmm. Good.
It
You
like
know, that
pickles
kinda
you
sounds
from
like
the
a good
inside.
thing.
It
way
kind
you
of sounds
fucking say
nice.
it.
I mean, I want to have good. I want to be a McDouble when I'm dead. You know,
Like
like
a
the
stiff
McDoubles.
liver.
You know the McDoubles that they put in the playground, and they nobody ever
Wait.
it never deteriorates. Like
Yeah,
you find.
are you talking about those massive like plastic objects that you?
No, I'm talking about people will leave a McDouble in the back of a van.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't get moldy, and it doesn't disintegrate. It stays exactly the same.
It just becomes hard usually.
It usually gets rock hard, bricked up.
Well, I think that's kind of a miracle, frankly. I mean, look at how far we've come. We discovered salt to preserve food, and now it's just there, always.
Yeah, now if you just raise the animal on Diet Coke, all of their components will be preserved forever.
You know, I don't think any farmer has done that. So there could be room for innovation there.
They had beautiful group-raised veal liver at the Publix. Did you see the veal liver?
No.
I almost wanted one.
It was raised by a group?
No, they raise them in a group, like not in confinement. It's supposed to be
cool.
more ethical. It also means it's not as delicious or as fatty of a liver, but what do I know about anything? You ever eat liver?
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Some pate. Chicken livers and a ragu. Fried chicken livers. You ever had sweetbreads?
Yeah, I do fried chicken livers from, what's that place? On Wasson. King Edwards.
King Edwards.
Yeah, they
you
do
get
livers
some
and
liver.
gizzards. My grandmother liked one of them, and I can never remember what. I don't like the
You
gizzards.
sure it wasn't chitlins that she liked?
No, I've had chitlins. I know the difference between gizzards and chitlins, dog. I dated a girl who had a black stepdad, and he would make chitlins at Christmas. He did it at least twice.
All right. What is a gizzard? Is it the neck
What?
of a chicken?
The gizzard?
Yeah.
I don't know.
gizzard?
I'm not sure. I could look it up. I have a lot going on. I gotta hold my microphone. Everyone's got iPhones here.
What is a gizzard, babe?
It's an organ found in the digestive tract.
I think it's like a gallbladder.
Wait, I see a picture and it looks scary. It looks like
A gastric mill. A gigarium.
What do you call
A
baby?
ventriculus.
Why would
Wingardium?
That's okay.
I'm gonna need a new Diet Coke soon, so we'll have to run this out before that happens.
Insanely high in cholesterol.
The gizzards?
Yeah,
I
for a
bet.
single ounce.
A single ounce? How much?
68 milligrams.
Why don't you do some
68 milligrams of cholesterol in 1 ounce of gizzards?
Why don't
My
you do a
grandmother
little
would eat them
research on Diet
fried.
Coke?
What?
I'm gonna do some Diet Coke research on this side here.
Oh God, never. Yeah,
Do you want to know? Have you ever?
yeah. I do want to know.
What?
I do want to know.
Or how does Diet Coke affect the body?
Sam, any parting thoughts for Coolio? R.I.P. Coolio dead at 59.
He's dead?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you didn't know that. He probably had
I don't know,
congestive
kind
heart
of before
failure,
my
like
time, I
Bernie
gotta
Mac.
say.
Yeah, that's true. What about Angela
I
Lansbury?
like his name a lot. That sucks.
Or
What?
Angela Lansbury.
That's right over the head.
She died too.
Rest in peace.
You guys, here, come look at this picture of Angela Lansbury so I don't look crazy. Please.
Who is she?
An actress. She was an actress. You said Chuck and Rufus.
Angela. I'm gonna recognize her face. What is happening over here?
I got hustle butter. I got fucking.
You need a mouse, dude. Although Diet Coke has no calories, sugar, or fat, it has been linked to the development of type 2 diabetes and heart disease in several studies. Research has found that one serving of artificial sweetener drink per day is associated with 8 to 13% higher risk of type 2 diabetes.
I already have that.
Right. Well, I know. But what about, do you have heart disease?
No.
Yikes.
Will you come look at Angela?
Some researchers don't agree. Artificial sweeteners found Diet Coke may negatively affect your...
I have no idea who that is, Jake.
Dame Angela Bridget Lansbury, DBE. Wow. You guys are assholes. I don't know where we can watch Trapped in the Closet.
Teeth?
Great. But genetically, I have really great teeth. I have good spongy
you got
bone
good
tissue.
Enamel.
Yeah. I was just
You
at the
get
dentist.
headaches?
No. But I also smoke weed all day.
That doesn't give me headaches.
That's good.
Wait, so you do have headaches?
I've had a headache before.
Okay.
I'll have one again. I wouldn't call it chronic or recurring.
How's your bone density trained yet?
I'm rock hard, dog.
No. You got any data for that?
None.
You got a spectrograph you can show me?
Yeah, I got an appointment though. I'm
Contains
doing all my
several-
blood work.
Diet soda contains several compounds that may negatively affect... Well, you can't say may and then I say it out loud.
Don't say it out loud if it's a maybe, because I need every
I
drop.
know.
Too thick to drip.
Okay, the heart health. Several observational studies have found that people who drink diet soda regularly have a higher risk of developing heart problems in the long run. However, other studies did not confirm these findings. God damn it! Why did I read that part? One study in 59,614 women showed that drinking at least 2 diet drinks per day was associated with a higher risk of heart problems and dying from heart disease over a 9-year period.
That's because they're getting the Diet Cokes with the McDoubles. I often skip the McDouble.
You don't but you don't always skip the McDouble.
Well, no.
No. I'm saying that's a lot of women over a 9-year period that they're studying. And they're having 2 diet drinks per day.
I'm a man.
I get it. So you think you can take it?
I don't know. I am not a doctor.
Other studies have found that, other older studies have found that both diet and regular soda intake could be linked to an increase of stroke. Plus, diet soda has been tied to higher risk of metabolic syndrome. Never heard of that, which is a group of conditions that can increase your risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. And it's diet soda, correct?
It's diet. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's wrap this up. Any plans?
I don't know. I think you should stop drinking Diet Coke.
Well, I just bought 36 of them. So maybe when we get back, maybe this will be my...
I'm just saying.
My honeymoon. Oh, and... or my... what's the word? My last hurrah. The opposite of a
I wonder
honeymoon.
if you could wane off of it.
Well, I've been doing that at home. Sam's hasn't had... I have my groceries delivered.
Right.
And Sam's won't deliver the Diet Coke because they can never... in Instacart because they can never keep up to date whether it's in stock or not. So I either have
so
to,
it just always says it's out of stock.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so I have to get bottles, which I won't do, or something else.
That's
So
fine.
I got sugar-free Red Bull and LaCroix, and what I'll do is where I normally would have 4 Diet Cokes, I'll have 1 sugar-free Red Bull and then 3 LaCroix.
Oh, you told me about the sugar-free and the LaCroix hack.
Because
yeah.
your sister likes to have a sugar-free Red Bull sometimes when she goes into the office because she won't buy it at the commissary, and it's so cheap to get a big 24 rack from Sam's.
How about this? You get some of that Liquid Death, whatever, some bubblies.
That's like the lime. That's
and
the
then
severed
you hit it
lime.
with a cola. Pss, pss, a little mixer.
It's not the flavor. It's the ice and the bubbles.
Oh my god! Then why are you choosing Diet Coke?
Because I do like the caffeine. The caffeine with the nicotine and the THC every day, it's like a whole vibe.
Is Liquid Death caffeinated?
No.
It should be. Do they have caffeine?
No, but I actually get fucked up if I don't have caffeine for like too long. If I go like half a day.
Well, great. That's an addiction.
If I wake up and I don't have caffeine, I feel like shit until like 3 o'clock when I get my hands on
So literally just fucking get some caffeinated water.
They do caffeinated sparkling water now.
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah.
Put that shit on
But the
ice.
caffeine's the thing I'd like to get off of.
Maybe
I
if you're
like to feel
missing the
fucked up,
Coke,
though. I like to feel fucked up. I like when I can feel the chemicals in my body fucking working, and
Just
I'm cooking,
coursing.
dog, and I'm driving that big old V8 into the sunset because I just woke up because it's 3 p.m. and the window is so filthy I can't see anything through the glare, and I got a fucking cone, and I'm blasting Mary Chapin Carpenter, and I got 4 Diet Cokes.
Yeah, you probably got a banging immune system.
Well, I'm immunocompromised. That's why I got the Israeli number 4.
So the opposite.
I'm quadruple boosted.
Nice.
It sucks.
Do they fuck you up every time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel good. It's like your body. It feels like what I would imagine getting stung by a jellyfish feels like, but everywhere.
But you've had COVID multiple times at this point, right? Or just once?
I tested positive twice, but largely asymptomatic.
Yeah, interesting.
And so, praise God.
Praise be.
Guys, that's a quick hit of Jacob V Weekly. We just hit the 40-minute mark. We are going to do one of these every evening this week from Siesta Key, exclusively to Patreon first, and then we'll bundle them all together for the main episode. So, Saleka Salam, brother.